midterm elections on May 12th, and a key battleground is the Senate. As the upper house of Congress, the Senate plays a vital role in shaping laws, approving treaties, and overseeing the government. This year, 12 out of the 24 Senate seats are up for grabs. These senators are elected at large by the entire country, intended to foster a national perspective. But what does it really take to become a Philippine senator? The Constitution sets minimum requirements, but effective service demands much more. Today, we'll delve into the qualifications, both the legal basics and the deeper, substantive qualities of the candidates vying for your vote in 2025. First, let's look at the mandatory qualifications laid out in Article 6, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution. These are the absolute minimums. Natural-born citizen. You must be a Filipino citizen from birth, without needing to take any steps to acquire citizenship. This is strictly interpreted. Age. You need to be at least 35 years old on election day. This higher age, compared to the House, implies an expectation of greater maturity and experience. Literacy. You must be able to read and write. Given high literacy rates, this is rarely an issue today. Registered voter. You must be a registered voter yourself. Residency. You must have lived in the Philippines for at least 2 continuous years immediately before the election. Importantly, residency legally means domicile, your permanent home, the place you intend to return to. These 5 points are the only formal requirements the Constitution allows. Congress can't add more. But meeting these doesn't automatically mean someone is fit for the job. That requires looking deeper. The journey to the ballot box started with 184 hopefuls, narrowed down by COMELEC to a final list of 66 official candidates vying for the 12 seats. This is more candidates than in the 2022 race. The political landscape is shaped by major coalitions. Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas, ABP, the main administration coalition supporting President Marcos Jr., including parties like PFP, Lakas CMD, NPC, and Nacionalista factions. They aim to back the administration's agenda. DuterTen, PDP, representing forces aligned with former President Duterte, primarily his PDP faction. They often position themselves as an alternative or opposition force. KiBam, an opposition tandem featuring former senators Kiko Pangilinan, Liberal Party, and Bam Aquino, KNP. Oppositioning Bayan, Makabayan, a coalition of progressive party lists advocating for social, economic, and political reforms. There are also candidates from other parties and a significant number of independents. We also see several incumbent senators term-limited or moving to other positions, creating vacancies. Philippine politics is fluid, with alliances sometimes shifting, showcasing the often personality-driven nature of coalitions. Now, let's briefly profile some prominent contenders, focusing on their substantive qualifications, experience, achievements, platforms, and any controversies. Remember, this is based on the analysis document provided. Bongo, DuterTen, longtime aide to former President Duterte, now an incumbent senator. His main achievement is the Malasakit Centers Act. His platform focuses on continuing health initiatives. Controversies include alleged intervention in a Navy deal, which he denied, premature campaigning allegations, and recently filed plunder/graft charges related to family businesses and the frigate deal. Erwin Tulfo, Alyansa, extensive background in broadcast journalism with a public service focus. Briefly served as DSWD secretary before his appointment was blocked by the Commission on Appointments. Now an ACTCS representative. His platform leverages his media personality, likely focusing on direct assistance and accountability. Controversies stem from the CA rejection, citizenship questions, prior libel conviction. Pia Cayetano, Alyansa, incumbent senator with degrees in economics and law from UP. Practiced law before politics. Has a long legislative record, notably sponsoring the RH law and sin tax law. Chairs the Blue Ribbon Committee. Platform focuses on health, education, women, and sustainable development. Involved in the Taguig-Makati territorial dispute through family politics. Abigail Binay, Alyansa, current mayor of Makati, formerly a 3-term representative. Holds degrees in human ecology and law. Platform emphasizes local governance best practices and digital transformation seen in Makati. Notable achievement is Makati's digitalization. Controversies involve her family's political dynasty and the Makati-Tagwig dispute. Bam Aquino, KiBam former senator, 2013 to 2019, seeking a comeback. 8 Neo-management engineering graduate, summa cum laude, with a background in social entrepreneurship. Key laws include the Free College Law and Go Negocio Act. Platform focuses on lowering prices and creating jobs. Was linked to alleged Oust Duterte plot videos in 2019, which he denied. France Castro, Makabayan current ACT teachers representative and deputy minority leader. Former public school teacher and ACT Secretary General. Focuses on teachers' welfare, salary increases, and human rights. Platform pushes for social justice and abolishing confidential funds. Controversies include red tagging and a recent child abuse conviction, under appeal, related to transporting Lumad minors. Lito Lapid, Alyansa incumbent senator, former governor, and famous action film star. Completed high school. Known for filing numerous bills, including the Free Legal Assistance Act. Platform champions the poor. Bida Ingmasa. Faced a graft charge, dismissed due to delay, related to the fertilizer fund scam. Bong Revilla, Alyansa incumbent senator, Lakas CMD chair, former governor, and action star. Completed high school. Claims authorship/co-authorship of many laws, including the Helmet Law and Expanded Centenarians Act. Platform focuses on jobs, food security, and lower prices. Most significant controversy is the PDF scam, acquitted of plunder but ordered to return P124.5M, civil liability. Graft charges were dismissed. Ronald De La Rosa, DuterTen incumbent senator, former PNP chief under Duterte and PMA graduate with advanced degrees. Spearheaded the controversial war on drugs. Legislative work focuses on peace and order, sponsoring laws modernizing PNP/BFP. Platform prioritizes anti-drugs and mandatory ROTC. Faces an active ICC investigation for potential crimes against humanity related to the drug war. Amy Marcos, Alyansa/DuterTen endorsed incumbent senator, former governor, daughter of Ferdinand Marcos Sr. Educational claims, Princeton up law, are highly controversial and proven false. Platform focuses on water management and provincial interests, defends former President Duterte against ICC actions. Controversies include falsified credentials, her role during martial law, and the Marcos family legacy of alleged corruption and human rights abuses. Pamphilo Lacson, Alyansa. Independent seeking Senate return, former PNP chief and senator, 2001 to 2013, 2016 to 2022. PMA graduate with a master's. Known for anti-corruption stance, budget scrutiny, and refusing pork barrel funds. Authored laws like the Anti-Terrorism Act and National ID System. Platform centers on fighting corruption and good governance. Controversies include martial law-era human rights allegations, denied/dismissed, the Curatong bail-in case, dismissed, and the Desa Corbido case, cleared. Tito Soto, Alyansa seeking Senate return, former Senate President, 2018 to 2022, Vice Mayor, DDB Chair, and famous entertainer, Eat Bulaga. Prolific legislator, associated with the Dangerous Drugs Act and Family Courts Act. Main advocacy is fighting illegal drugs, opposes divorce and same-sex marriage. Controversies include plagiarism allegations during RH law debates and historical criticism regarding the Pepsi Paloma case. Manny Pacquiao, Alyansa seeking Senate return, former senator, 2016 to 2022, congressman and legendary 8 Division boxing world champion. Completed high school equivalency, pursued further education later. Legislative record marked by low attendance and few authored laws. Platform focuses on poverty alleviation and anti-corruption. Controversies include his legislative attendance, past controversial LGBTQ+ comments. As you can see, the 2025 Senate field is incredibly diverse. We have legislative veterans, former executives, sectoral activists, and media celebrities. Educational backgrounds and expertise vary widely. A recurring theme is the presence of significant controversies alongside extensive experience for many leading candidates. Issues range from corruption allegations and human rights concerns to questions about integrity and credentials. This presents voters with tough choices. How do you weigh proven experience against serious ethical questions? Furthermore, years in office don't always translate to high legislative impact. Some long-serving senators have sparser records than others. The outcome of this election matters deeply. The collective quality, competence, and integrity of the elected senators will shape legislation, government oversight, and national policy. The Senate's role as a chamber of national perspective and a check on power depends on its members. Evaluating these candidates requires looking beyond the minimums and the headlines. Consider their entire profile, background, actual track record, platform substance, and demonstrated integrity. This analysis aimed to provide a factual starting point based on the provided document. The 2025 Senate election offers complex choices. Do your research, weigh the factors that matter most to you, and make your voice heard. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe,